a vision for a Sleeping Beauty photo. I pictured it from high above, with her dress sprawled out across a body of grass, hair running the length of her arm as she was cursed to sleep as she fled. So obviously, I had to get up high. And there are two ways of doing that. One, climb up high. And even if I deigned it interesting enough to climb up on a rooftop, that just wasn't functional. And two, a drone. So it was an obvious choice. But then there was a second problem. The light. If I shot first thing in the morning, the grass would be all wet and then the dress would get all wet. If I shot after the sun was out of the way in the evening, it would be so late at night that it wasn't functional and I would look terrible. I have a thing about not redoing my makeup, and I like to shower in the evening so that my hair can dry before I go to bed, so it just wasn't going to work. Of the two, the morning dew issue was the most solvable problem. I started by putting down plastic to keep the fabric dry. I decided to go with a black dress because I have a long length of black fabric I used in my underwater photography, and black so easily blends in with everything. So I layered the fabric on top of the plastic, so it had lots of movement within the dress I was building. The more bumps and swoops it has, the easier it is to blend. Finding a dress was easy because I just needed something flowy and black. My goal was to make it look like Sleeping Beauty was trying to outrun the curse. So my visuals included the dress sprawling out around her and then her hair tossed up over her arm as she fell into her deep sleep in the middle of the field, which then grew around her. So the next swoopy step is to toss the hair. With my dress and hair ready, it's time to get the drone in the air. I control the drone on my phone. The perks of being a solo creator is that I have to do literally everything on my own. There is no one to help me. There's no one to fall back on. No one to be there for me in any capacity. And I imagine that's what Sleeping Beauty feels like, trapped in her deep, cursed sleep. She's alone. She has no help, and she's trapped until she figures out a way to handle it. Hiding my phone is obviously a big part of the photo process. Photos alone mean I can easily use Spot Heal to remove it from the scene, but for video, it's a very different story. I hide technology in the folds of my dress. Before tearing the set down, I double-checked to make sure I got some workable images, and then turned the drone off and brought everything back inside. So this is my first time shooting with my drone in this capacity. It's so hot. It is so humid out. We're in like the end of a heat wave, so the grass is really wet, but the air is really wet too. And the neighbors were out watching me. Like literally every single neighbor here was out watching me, seeing what I was doing. So fingers crossed I got something that's going to work for me. I don't know about my hair. I didn't have anybody to help me, so just doing the best we can, which means it is time to go look at the pictures. After selecting the image I was going to use, it was time to retouch. I didn't bring out nearly as much plant life as I wanted to in the image because I knew I'd be able to do a lot of that in post, and the less bugs I risked bringing in, the better. Sleeping Beauty was always meant to live a shattered life, and whether you love inspiring versions like my Virtually Sleeping Beauty or dark and desperate versions like my Above the City, releasing soon, Sleeping Beauty is a tale we can all connect to. Feeling trapped, learning to overcome, and saving ourselves in time of need. So tell me, what fairy tale should I create for a photo next? Share your favorites or pick one you think will challenge me to be extra creative in the comments, and I'll see you next week, probably with flowers in my hair or half drowned in a lake, because I do wild things for my photos. Love you.